Well, welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
Wyatt?
Monty?
Tonight we're coming at you with a wonderful cigar, the Liga Privada number 9. It's a wonderful, wonderful dark black wrapper. I mean, just looks wonderful. It's got a slight tooth to it. Not really profound, but definitely got a bit of a slight tooth. Veins, about medium. One or two medium veins, but most of them are very fine, shouldn't be a problem. Seams are almost invisible, they're done exceptionally well. Pack is not too firm, but not too mushy as well. Just an overall, you can tell it's a very well constructed cigar. This cigar just smells amazing to me. It has a great rich tobacco, some earth, and a bit of natural sweetness coming off of it for me. Just really nice. And then off the foot, it's about the same, but I'm going to throw in like maybe a bit of coffee, like a bitter roast coffee. It's really, really nice. Wyatt?
Yeah, I've never had the Liga Privada, and I'm really looking forward to it. Drew Estate, to me is really hit or miss. Not like Gurkha level hit or miss, but I think that this one is a universal hit, so I'm really looking forward to it. On the aromas, though, I'm not a big fan of the cigar term leather, because I've never tasted leather. I don't know anybody that's ever tasted leather. But this cigar, I mean, on the aroma, man, that smells just like leather. I mean, leather couch, leather whatever. I mean,
Like it just recently oiled.
yeah. Really, really nice. And honestly, that's the first time I've ever really zeroed in on leather as an aroma. But on the foot, some dark chocolate, a little bit of nuttiness, and then just some really rich tobacco playing around in there. So this cigar tastes as good as it smells. I'll be in heaven. Honey?
Like Wyatt, this is my first time smoking this cigar, and I've wanted to smoke it for a while. And it is certainly a good-looking cigar. It just feels good in your hand. It's nice and firm, has a heft to it. It cut amazingly well. It smells great. On the wrapper, I do get that nice, clean leather smell like the guys got. The foot, it's a little more muted. I get a little bit of earthiness to it, maybe almost a tinge of sweetness to it. And then after I cut it, just smelling the head of the cigar, it's just absolutely amazing. Just that good, super clean tobacco smell. This cigar just looks amazing just to look at it and cut it and feel it. So the construction on it looks really well. There's a few fine veins. The seams on this particular stick are almost non-existent. So I'm super excited about this one.
Well, let's get it cut up, lit up, see how it goes.
As you can tell, we're a fan of soft flames here.
Except for me tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, I brought the torch in case the breeze got up.
There's a wonderful start. Really, really dense, rich smoke coats your entire mouth, and a little bit of pepper that goes away pretty quickly. It's not a lingering pepper, but rich earth flavors. Great stuff.
Very earthy. Dark earth. The pepper's lasting a little bit longer for me. I can still taste it on the tip of my tongue. But the smoke is very dense. Very, very nice.
Agreed. Very tiny bit of pepper on the back of my tongue. It lasts just a little bit. Man, this is the first 2 or 3 puffs of the cigar is just outstanding. In my opinion, I think you rarely get a cigar that from the time you light it, it just starts off this good. I think it's an exceptional start to a cigar.
Well, let's get into the first third, see how it develops. Well, welcome back. We're about 10 minutes in on this Liga Privada number 9. So far, an exceptional smoke. Burn is not razor sharp, but not needing to touch up. The draw is just fine, no complaints, performing well. Flavors for me is definitely a nice dark, earthy undertone to the entire cigar. I get some a lot of hints of chocolate and coffee. Not really potent or pronounced, but definitely there in the finish. The spice is still there, sitting on my tongue, but it's very fleeting. As soon as it comes, it seems to go just as fast. Overall, very, very nice. There's maybe a bit of nuttiness too, but that's still very, very faint as well. So if that, I'll say more to that if it builds as we get down the cigar. But so far, performing exceptionally well.
Yeah, this thing just pummels out the smoke, so this is definitely an outdoor cigar. But yeah, I mean, like I mentioned before, I have a problem saying that I taste leather in a cigar because I've never tasted leather. But if I had to put a taste to what leather tastes like, I'd say that this cigar is pretty close to it. Like Justin said, I mean, there's that deep, earthy, rich tobacco core, and there's a lot of other things going on. You know, there's a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of, you know, chocolate, a little bit of coffee, but the overall finish to me is very, very smooth. And the smoke itself, you know, especially when I do the retro hill, it just smells like that real fresh, clean leather type of smell. So I'm really enjoying this cigar so far. I mean, it's definitely heavy. It's definitely an end of your day stick, but pairs great with a cup of coffee. No complaints.
Yeah, I agree. My burn did get off just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I touched it up just slightly, and it's really straightened up. I get almost like a little bit of a nuttiness, maybe like a pecan, you know, like a nice raw, fresh pecan, and some dark chocolate to it. And Wyatt was talking about how much smoke this cigar produces. You know, it's one thing for a cigar to put off a lot of smoke when you're taking a draw on it and a long puff, but I was just sitting here watching it, and this thing is just smoking like a wildfire, which, you know, like you said, it probably needs to be outside, but I really like it. It's a nice, firm, white ash. The cigar still has a great feel, has a great tooth to it, excuse me, so I'm really liking it.
Well, let's get into the second, third approach to midpoint. See if we get any change.
Bye.
Well, welcome back. We're about halfway on the Liga Privada number 9. Still an exceptional smoke, still bellowing out the smoke like a chimney. It's definitely, for me, it's like a medium to full in body, about a medium in strength. Performing well. I've had done one touch up, but probably would have fixed itself. I just get antsy. Flavors has still got a nice deep earthy core. The spice, the little bit of pepper is gone completely for me. I still get hints of chocolate, a dark chocolate, hints of bitter coffee. And I agree with Wyatt and Monty. If leather would have a taste, that's probably another flavor that I'm picking up. I've never chewed on leather, but it definitely gives off that in the aroma. The aromatic of the smoke even has it. So it's got a little bit of leather, a little bit of chocolate, a lot of flavors going on. One, I mentioned it to Monty and Wyatt. They weren't picking it up. They didn't call me crazy, but I know they're thinking it. I feel like a citrusy note, like an orange. It's very nice. It's kind of got not tart like a lemon or a raspberry, but it's got like a citrus, like an orange flavor to it. Very slight on the finish, but overall very, very nice. Wyatt?
Yeah, I don't get that citrus flavor, but this cigar really makes me want to like tear off a piece of my shoes or couch or something and chew on the leather for a while, because I do actually want to see what leather tastes like. That's what this cigar tastes like to me. You know, again, we take our reviews with a grain of salt, but you know, it's got that. It's got so much more in the finish. I mean, every puff, I'm really focused on what new flavors I'm getting. You know, there's still a lot of that real earthy, dense tobacco core, but there's still coffee, chocolate, caramel, maybe even like a little bit of vanilla or something floating around. I mean, very, very complex. And pretty powerful too. When I got back up to turn the camera on, I got that little tobacco buzz type of feeling, but very, very nice. Again, no complaints.
You know, I was raised in eastern New Mexico, which is basically like really, really West Texas. So I think I do know what leather tastes like, because it's like you walk into that boot shop and that just overwhelming clean leather smell just envelops you, and this is really what that cigar is like to me. But it's a very, almost like a clean aftertaste, a clean finish on your palate, on your tongue. There's nothing offensive or heavy about this cigar as far as the smoke and the flavors and the strength. When you look at it as to how much tobacco is packed into this, how heavy it is. It's just a super good cigar. The burn it's not even worth touching up. It's barely noticeable to be off. Still lots of smoke, still lots of white firm ash. I get a distinct nuttiness out of it to me. Like I said earlier, like a pecan, almost, like a roasted pecan. Um, Maybe a little bit of that really super dark bittersweet chocolate. But just overall, again, I'm just super happy with this cigar. It's been really great.
Well, let's get into the final third to see how it closes up. Well, welcome back. We're at the final third of this Liga Privada number 9. And I just have to say it is an excellent smoke. We're ending our day. This is the perfect cigar to end the day with. We're pairing it with iced coffee. We always pair it with iced coffee. Dunkin' Donut iced coffee. Pairs very well with that. But the cigar performed exceptionally well. No burn issues. It's basically razor sharp here in this final third. Body to me is still around a medium to full. Strengths, it's a medium. It's got some, but not a whole lot for me. Flavors, it's still got a deep, dark, earthy, like a very musky, earthy core. Just exceptionally nice. The spice with a little bit of pepper came back in this final third for me. Still kind of very faintly sits on the tongue. Very nice. I mentioned like a citrusy sweet, but that kind of went away. It's kind of molded to me into a nice like a honey sweetness into the finish. Very nice. There's still a lot of dark chocolate and coffee and that leather flavor. It's still just all molding around in this cigar, and it's relatively complex. Very nice. Just can't say anything bad about it. If I was going to rate it, I would give it a solid 9. I think it's an exceptional cigar. I think if you haven't tried it, you should. And if you can afford it, you should have them rolling around in your humidor all the time. What?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I've only got a little bit of nub left of the cigar, but only now am I really getting kind of those spongy or those hot flavors in the cigar. But it was a lot more powerful for me. I mean, I've got a full meal in my stomach, but I could see in the right situation this cigar really kicking your ass. I mean, it's got a lot of pepper there in the first little bit. Like Justin said, in this second half, and man, that pepper came back for me. But really an exceptional stick. I really enjoyed it. Definitely an end of your day cigar. Not something for the golf course, not something for the mid-afternoon. Definitely not something for the morning. But yeah, I mean, this pairs great with a cup of coffee. I could see this pairing well with really just about anything. I'd agree with the 9. It's something that, if you see some, you should definitely pick a couple up, have it in your humidor for, when you need a real nice wind down type of cigar. Really, no complaints. I mean, I had a couple of little construction issues, but they're worth it for the flavors and just overall profile of this cigar. Definitely something I'll smoke again.
I'd agree. Super good cigar. Like Justin said, my burn got incredibly sharp, super sharp towards the end here. It is a little bit warm on the tongue. It's getting starting to get kind of hot, but I'll still nub this thing down to nothing. I love the wrapper on this cigar. It's just a beautiful, very strong wrapper. It didn't crack. It just has such a good feel to it. It's a beautiful cigar. I'll go 9.5. The only thing I could pick at about this cigar, really and truly, was it'd be great if it was a couple bucks cheaper. That'd be even better. But to me, this is the best cigar that I've smoked in a long, long time, and I would definitely recommend it. But I wouldn't recommend it like Wyatt was saying for the golf course or if you're in a hurry. I think you need to have some time, have an hour and a half when you can sit here with something to drink with some food on your stomach and really just enjoy this cigar. So, highly recommend it.
Well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke 'em if you got 'em.